So the Pokemon Company surprised us with quite a few Pokemon announcements this month. Among the most unexpected of these was the mobile game Pokémon Smile, a game that aims to help young children remember to brush their teeth. Now, you may be wondering, Aiden, you are not a young child, you are a 20-year-old man, and to that I say, yeah, but with the very active lifestyle that someone such as myself lives, I sometimes, need a little help remembering that oral hygiene is a thing. On a real though, my teeth are not the best. The aim of this video is to pretty much show my first impressions of Pokémon Smile as I use it throughout the week, and to see if the game really achieves its goal of helping children, and degenerates such as myself, remember to keep their pearly whites clean. After all, if it works on a fully grown adult such as myself, it will definitely work on a little Timmy who this game's targeting. Think of this as a first impressions video, a teeth brushing vlog of sorts, and a review, all mashed into one, finishing off with my final thoughts on Pokémon Smile. Now, before I ramble anymore trying to justify just why this video is even a thing, let's get stuck in, shall we? Quick editor's note here, the audio in this day one first impressions section is pretty messy due to me recording in the bathroom while playing the game. I assure you though, it improves for the actual review section. Hello and welcome to day one of this Pokémon Smile vlog review first impressions type thing. I haven't quite decided how to structure this video yet, maybe a mix of all three of those things. Sorry if the audio isn't amazing, I am of course recording this in my bathroom where one would play Pokémon Smile of course. I haven't played the game at all yet, so this will be my 100% completely blind first impressions. So yeah. Let's get scrubbing. Toothpaste on toothbrush. Sorry if I'm not amazingly energetic, I have just woke up. Okay, we are now in game. This game is played by brushing your teeth while facing the device's screen. Yeah, that is the entire premise of the game, I hear. Children must play with an adult present. Well, a good thing I'm not a child. So we've got a couple options here. Cosmetics. Is this going to bring me up? Oh, that is me. Not doing the best job of tracking my face. Kind of just hanging on my eyebrows. And we got, I assume that's the Pokédex. Let's just get brushing. Let's practice brushing. Well, I already put toothpaste on the toothbrush, so we're just gonna have to brush. Oh, your coffee just hanging over, alright. This is gonna be hard to contact considering I'm brushing my teeth. I'm good to go. I know how to brush my teeth. Wow. Brushing. Okay, yeah, you just copied the bottom right. No one to take this out of context. Wow, thank you. I'm gonna vomit. Oh, water out. I think I used too much toothbrush. Okay, we gotta catch this Pidgey. It got away, what the hell? My mouth is still full of toothpaste. I got a sticker. You can get notifications to remind you when it's time to brush your teeth. Yeah, let's use those. Choose this one. Yeah, we can decorate this picture. Yeah, we're brushing our teeth in hell. So, first impressions. One, the head tracking of the little cap thing is not the best. I've seen like user-made Snapchat filters do it a little bit better than that, but maybe they'll fix it in an update. Another thing is I'm not a big fan of the fact that you're not always going to catch a Pokemon. That's not the best. But I guess if you always caught the Pokemon, then after 151 days, everyone would have completed the game, so I guess it makes sense. Overall, I'm really excited to try out more from this game, and we'll just see how things go from here. Wow, is that the rare and endangered audience retention dog? Now, the gameplay for Pokémon Smile basically consists of you copying the motions displayed to you in the bottom right corner of the screen. Basically, think of it as a dentist's wet dream version of Just Dance. Using your phone's camera, somehow, the game tracks how well you're brushing your teeth. How accurately it does this, however, is up for debate. I swear sometimes I'm scrubbing my teeth raw and the game still basically gives me Sonic the Hedgehog voice lines. You're too slow! You're too slow! Okay, sorry. The game also tracks the position of your head, equipping you with these cute little Pokemon hats that you can wear while brushing. I wish they would place them a little higher up though. They are so low down sometimes that they end up covering your eyes. The placement of the hats might be based on your eyebrows. I say this because I have a friend who recently shaved her eyebrows completely off for whatever reason, and the game seems to have even more trouble tracking her head than it does mine. Anyway, once you're done scrubbing, you're given a chance to catch a Pokemon. The better you scrubbed, the higher the chance of you catching the Pokemon. If the game's feeling generous enough to say that you did a really good job, then it'll award you with a Master Ball, which is of course an instant win. On the morning of day 2, the game acknowledged that I managed to clean my teeth properly like an adult functioning man, so it actually gave me a Master Ball, which helped in the catching of this Tauros, my first ever Pokémon Smile Pokémon. I'll name him Otis. Now that I had finally caught something, I could access this game's Pokédex, which is a tad different to the Pokédex seen in other Pokémon games. Not only does this game have the regular numbered view for the Pokédex, but also this nice scrapbook view, where the Pokémon are segmented via biomes. Biomes such as forest, ocean, cave, city, things like that. It's a really nice addition and will definitely appeal to the younger crowd who want a more fun view of their collection instead of just a bland numbered grid like you see in games like Pokémon GO. Pokémon aren't the only thing you collect in Pokémon Smile though, as you can also collect hats, Team Fortress 2 style. I'm not sure just how many of these there are in total. I only have Pikachu, Eevee, Bulbasaur and Charmander, but there does seem to be a large selection, if only they actually stuck to your head properly most of the time. On day 3, I managed to catch a Diglett and a Magmar, which you likely spotted while I was showing off the Pokédex. I'm starting to wonder just how long it's going to take me to complete the Pokémon Smile Pokédex, but I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on my progress via Twitter, link to my page in the description by the way. @RealCheesyBoy. Be sure to follow me once you're done with this video. As you can probably tell, so far, my impressions of Pokémon Smile are pretty positive, but like most things, there is always room for improvement, so I'd like to just take this time to talk about some of the things I'd like to see added to Pokémon Smile via updates in the future. First, the most obvious potential addition, more Pokémon. It doesn't matter if it takes 6 months or even a year, eventually everyone is going to have caught all of the currently available Gen 1 Pokemon, which is why I hope that at some point down the line, the developers begin adding even more generations to the game. You may think this is a surefire thing and definitely going to happen, but the Pokemon Company is notorious for releasing mobile games and basically never updating them. A somewhat recent example is Pokémon Quest. That game had so much potential, and still over 2 years later, it only has the first generation of Pokemon. And then there's games like Magikarp Jump, which I'm pretty sure never got any updates at all. If Pokemon Smile ends up like those 2 examples I just gave, then nobody will even remember that it ever even existed in just a few months' time, which is kind of a depressing thing to happen to any sort of media, really. Not only would I like to see more Pokemon in the game, but also more varieties of Pokeball too. At the moment there's just the Master Ball when the game thinks you did the best you could, and then every other time you're just given a Pokeball. How about instead of that we have a 4-point based scoring system, starting at Pokeball for the lowest, then Great Ball for slightly better, and then Ultra Ball, and then Master Ball. It'd add just a tiny bit of depth to the game, as at the moment it's just either Pokeball or Master Ball, and that's it. Very binary and boring. Another additional feature that I'm surprised isn't already in the game is some sort of daily login bonus, like what you see in many other mobile games. This would help incentivize kids to make sure they're brushing their teeth with the game every single day, and not just whenever they just so happen to remember. There are so many potential updates this game could benefit from that I could be here all day listening to them, so I'm just going to stick with those major three for now. The reason there is so much that could be added is because the game is purposely designed to be bare bones and simple for kids. However, I feel like the updates I've suggested in this video wouldn't really take away from the simplicity of the game, so I do really hope they're considered for the future. On the Thursday, day 4 of my Pokémon Smile journey, I managed to catch this Onix in the morning. I'm starting to see just how difficult it is to achieve the Master Ball rank. Looks like I'll need to fine-tune my Pokémon teeth brushing strategies. If only there was a Pokémon Smile Prima guidebook. Anyone remember those? Now we're finally here. Friday, day 5, the last day of my Pokémon Smile journey. What I recorded it for YouTube anyway. Like I said before, I'll continue playing and update you guys on my progress via Twitter, link down below. On this final day, I managed to catch this Mankey, and I still don't have any idea how this game tracks how well you brushed. You just gotta wing it and hope for the best, I guess. As this is the final day, this is of course where I'll give my final thoughts on Pokémon Smile after having used it throughout the week. If I had to give just one word that springs to mind when thinking about this game, then that word would be potential. Incorporating Pokemon into our daily routines to make mundane everyday tasks fun is such a cool concept, and it really is fulfilling to work on completing the Pokédex in this game, especially when what I have to do to catch the Pokemon is something I'd have to do anyway. I feel as though the Pokemon Company has kind of shot themselves in the foot here by marketing this game as only being for little babies, as obviously brushing your teeth is something that literally everybody does, unless you don't have teeth, so I don't see why the Pokemon Company would limit their potential audience so much. Making the target audience for this game very young children has somewhat limited the potential of this game, as now it can't really become anything but very simple. Do I think this game achieves its goal of encouraging kids to keep their teeth clean? Oh, absolutely yes. In fact, I can say that it does with 100% surety, as my younger siblings, nephew and niece are all hooked on this game and use it daily. There are some things that need improving, of course, though. The head tracking for the hats is pretty awful and very below the standards set by other apps such as Snapchat and Instagram. And the way the game tracks how well you're brushing also needs to be tweaked a bit if possible, as like I said before, it does not seem to know how fast I'm going at all sometimes, and suggests speeding up seemingly at random. Even with these potential fixes, do I think this game has a shot at being the next Pokémon GO? No, not really. Sorry to debate you guys with the thumbnail, but any potential of this game becoming as big as Pokémon GO was squandered the second the decision was made to market the game towards 3-year-olds. I could talk all day about how much more amazingly Pokémon GO was marketed, but I'll resist from doing so because this video isn't about Pokémon GO. Let's just say its marketing was more inclusive. Overall, Pokémon Smile is a fun little entertaining romp that fulfills what it sets out to do. It could be something much bigger, but I can see that it's just supposed to be a fun little app for kids. And it's certainly an addicting one that I would recommend not only for parents to install for their kids, but also to anyone who's a fan of Pokemon. Heck, now that we have Pokemon GO to get me out the house, and Pokemon Smile to get me brushing, now all I need is Pokemon Sleep to actually come out, and maybe I'll finally be able to function at life properly.
Like that's ever gonna happen.